guys, and welcome back to the Slim Line Stencil Bonanza. So we're just gonna quickly sort of recap the stencils and some of the backgrounds I made with them. So if you saw yesterday's video, you've already seen this bit. But it's only a couple of minutes because I've kind of sped up this part. It's only if you haven't seen yesterday's video that this will probably be somewhat helpful. So I'm just going through the stencils here. So that first one is the Slim Line Leaf Stencil. That one is the Slim Line Floral Stencil and the new Boysenberry Violet paper glaze. So this one I affectionately refer to as unicorn farts because it's all like sparkly and shimmery. And both these are made with the Slim Line Dashes stencil. So this one is Broken Fence stencil. And this one comes in a normal sized stencil as well, but this one is obviously the Slim Line. So this one I used the paper glazes again, and the middle color is the new Artemisia Silver color. And then I've also mixed in some Black Pansy and Snowdrop White. With this Slim Line Radial stencil, I made so many backgrounds. And I made these two with a mixture of the Boysenberry Violet and Artemisia Silver paper glazes. What I wanted was kind of a bit of this one I wanted like a spooky look, and on this one I kind of wanted a bit of a marbled icing look. So as you can see, I've totally gone to town and done my usual like way over the top thing, can never stop at just one, but it is what it is, right? So with that is basically all the new stencils and a selection of the backgrounds that I've made. So now I have grabbed a few of them, or I say a few, I mean there's like a big old pile here. I grabbed some of my favorite sentiments and die cuts and stamps from Picket Fence, and I finished off some of these cards like quite sort of easily and wanting to kind of just maximize the backgrounds with the stencils. So with these two I was not overly happy with those backgrounds. However, the stamp sets that I used kind of made them work, I think, anyway. So I have also gone to town with my die cutting because if you do know me, you know that I'm slightly obsessed with that technique. So I've also finished off a couple of these cards with the radial stencil background. And another thing that I'm completely obsessed with is a doubling bling. So, I'm not one of those 1 to 3 sequins girls. I'm like, yeah, 10 plus is a good number. So, yeah. But I think it works, especially on slim lines because you have so much more space, right? And who doesn't like bling? So with this one, I, like an idiot, completely forgot to film the actual stamping, which I managed to do in an ombre look thanks to the Misty and those Distress Oxide inks. So just a little bit of a quick close-up look on these cards before we carry on with the Bonanza. So this stencil, as you can see, I have used it for a lot of backgrounds and I really, really like it. It's so fun to play with. But, okay. So for the leaf stencils, I finished those off super easy with just a hello because I think it's just like an elegant, classy look with that leaf. And the one with the Broken Fence stencil, I just put on a big, hey you, I'm obsessed with your awesomeness. And I stamped up the actual bottom sentiment in the same sort of color range as the background has been ink blended, which I thought was a kind of a cool look. And the Slim Line Dashes stencil is probably, I keep saying, oh, this is probably my favorite, but I keep going back and forth and back and forth. So I don't know. I will probably change my mind like 5 times around because there's 5 stencils. So, hey. So for my unicorn fart background, I wanted to use the I Work For Watercolor stamp set. So I've stamped them up with the black hybrid ink pad because it's waterproof as well. So I can just watercolor right away. And then I cut out those bits and just finish off with a simple, straight to the point sentiment, be creative. So, I mean, there's no way you can like misinterpret this message, right? However, what I had done with this one, because I'd used a glitter paste, this one from Gina K, it didn't really stick so much. So I had to put my Misty on top to wait for the adhesive to dry, and then they actually did stick to this. So that's the takeaway from if you use things like paper glaze or glitter paste, is that you need to use a lot of glue and then press down on your project. So as you can see, yeah, not 1 or 2 sequins here. We have 6 different mixes to kind of go with all the different colors of this background, because I really wanted it to kind of be like a shimmery rainbow type look. And yeah, so all these 6 sequin mixes had different colors of sequins that just went perfect with the background colors. So sue me if I went slightly overboard, but you know, again, bling bling, I like it and I cannot lie. So as I'm also a big fan of the Slim Line Stencils, I decided I'm going to use it again with one of the new colors. So we have 3 new colors this month. So it's Jade Vine, Boysenberry Violet, and Artemisia Silver. So I wanted to use the Jade Vine paper glaze with some Snowdrop White paper glaze and also the Golden Rose paper glaze. So I wanted kind of a marbled look. So I started out with the Jade Vine very generously, and then moved on to the Snowdrop White and just added in a little bit here and there to kind of blend in to get that sort of marbly look. And I have skipped over certain bits of this because it's not rocket science, I promise. It's just smear it as you want it, and if you're not happy, just keep on working at it. It really is super easy. But the thing with paper glaze obviously is that you do need to be relatively fast, so you just have to kind of trust your creative process and go for it. So once I'd finished the white, I wanted just a little bit of shimmer, and this gold is so shimmery you really do not need a lot. So this Golden Rose works for like just adding shimmer, and I also love it as a water color splatter look as well, because you just have to mix it with a little bit of water, split the splatter, and you're good to go. So here we are. We are just going to finish up this background here, and then the reveal. Ooh, I love that. And then the once you have your tool out, just scrape up and like clean up your edges a little bit, because once you put that down, it dries very fast, and if it dries to your mat, then you're gonna have a whole other set of problems. So to finish off that background, I colored a cute little snowman from the On a Christmas Walk set, and finished off the card with a simple sentiment from the Fancy Christmas Sentiment, which is a new set this month as well. Right, so with that, all the jibber jabbering is coming to an end. I will link everything down below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye now.